Hello, my name is Thea Cannon. I'm going to start with a prayer and ask for some protection from the Elohim of Yahweh. In Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name. Please, Yahweh, in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, and by the Ruach HaKodesh, please, Yahweh, would you guide me in what I need to say? Let me be your vessel. I do this freely and willingly. Yahweh willing. Okay, so I've been asked by the Elohim of Yahweh to get on here and speak about my alien encounters, which is fallen angels. Back on my 30th birthday, which was a long time ago now, I'd invited my mother and aunties round, and we were in there just sitting. They were having a few drinks, I think, and I decided to go out onto the front veranda and have a smoke. And I was out there and I was looking up into the sky. And for some reason, I noticed about 4 or 5 objects way off in the stars. They look like stars. They were so far away. And they appeared to be out of the ordinary. They were shooting across the sky, flat out, following each other. It was almost like patterns. And I don't know why, but I was watching and I got it into my head that, well, that's different. I wonder if, I don't know why, I held my hand up and decided to move them with my finger. And they were following my finger. Now, at first, it was a bit like, oh, wow, what am I doing? No one's going to believe me. So I decided in my head, I'm going to go get my auntie and show her. My auntie was a bit more open to the supernatural, so to speak. So I thought, she's not going to hang it on me. So I went inside. I sort of grabbed my auntie without the rest really knowing what we're up to. I just said, come out here and watch this. And we're standing out the front on this veranda, watching these objects flying around. And I said to my auntie, well, watch this. You think that's pretty amazing? I said, watch this. And I've held my finger up and I've started moving it around again. And these objects are following my finger. And then we both looked at each other. And I think we both realised in that instant exactly what was going on, and it wasn't a joke anymore. We actually both got a little bit scared when we've looked at each other. And for some reason before that, I thought to myself, oh, I should see if I can pull them closer to me. But then in the back of my mind, I went, no. And that's when me and my auntie looked at each other and thought, what are we doing? What is this? Those things are flying around in patterns following my finger. And we both sort of looked at each other and went, okay, that's enough. I'm going back inside. And we both sort of nearly ran back inside and shut the door and said nothing to no one. We actually went a bit quiet after that. I think it scared us because we realised that whatever was out there in the sky and had been moving around could be over the top of us right now, and we wouldn't have had a clue. Whew. And I let the subject go. Now, I did, however, say something, I think a few weeks later or something, to my mother, who was there that night. And she laughed at me and said, oh, come on, don't be silly. There's no such thing as aliens. And threw it away straight away. And that was the general reaction that I got from anyone that I spoke to about this. My auntie, of course, believed me. She was there with me. Anyway, we're going to fast forward over 10 years. I won't give you how many years, but yeah, over 10 years. I'm sitting at the dinner table with my mother and brother who, mind you, took the mickey out of me all those years ago and made fun of me for what I came out with, who proceeded to tell me that they've both had experiences. My mother when she was out camping, and my brother also had experiences with alien ships, They can recall moments and everything. And at first in my head, I'm thinking, oh, yeah, great. I've got to listen to these guys and not make fun of them like they did me. But they proceeded to tell me all about their own stories. And that's not the only thing. My father had told me years before that too of stories he'd had, encounters in the outback of Australia, where he'd been driving along, seen lights, and then his car wouldn't start. And then he said, after a few minutes and this light and everything, his car did start. I can't ask him any more about that because he's passed away now. So isn't it bizarre, life and the stories? And nearly everyone that you run into nowadays has had an experience with an alien spaceship. Whew. So why am I going down this track? Because it seems that we're seeing more and more alien spaceships in the sky. And you should know that they're going to come to you in sheep's clothing, so to speak, pretending to be all good and saintly. But at the end of the day, they're not representing themselves for truly who they are. So you've either got the fallen angels or you've got their creation, something hybrid, a human mix, something they created back in the days of Noah's flood. So these things, whatever they've created, are the things that are on these alien spaceships, and they've been deceiving society for generations and civilizations. So will we be deceived again? Or will you look to your scriptures to see that they are the fallen angels, the Nephilim, and their creations? Like, I always used to think of the half horse, half person as mythological creatures, to then find out that the fallen angels decided to experiment with humans and animals and cross them. It's pretty sick when you find out exactly what was going on and what they were up to. Sorry, coughed on that one, because I had Hashatan on the side of you saying, and still up to. So there you go. That is Hashatan through and through for you. And that is who he is. He enjoys to experiment on us. So aliens, please, you better hurry up and present yourself, because the humans that Yahweh, the Elohim of Yahweh, created are waiting to see what story you'll come out with. Who are you? What do you got that we really, really need, that we need you to save us? Or maybe you were the one that actually made us need saving in the first place. So I'll finish on a prayer. You better hurry up, because we're all starting to wake up. Just a bit of a surprise for when you do get here. Compliments to the Elohim of Yahweh. But I'll finish with a prayer. After all, yous are all powerful, aren't you? Shouldn't be scared of anything. Surely the aliens that have been here for so long and been manipulating us for so long, why? Why are they scared of us? Why do they cower in fear? Why? If they're so powerful and they're so good, why do they hide? I've watched a few people and they say, oh, we all have to believe. We all have to be willing to take the knee to them before they come down. I think that's an excuse. Yahweh's not waiting for us to all take the knee before he sends his only begotten Son down. So, are they scared? Because I heard that from them too, that they're scared. that we will see what they look like and not accept them. But I thought they were meant to be all this powerful being. There's just a few flaws in that story, if you really get into it. Fallen angels representing themselves as saviours. I'll finish on a prayer. Please, Yahweh, in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, please, would you forgive us our debts, please, as we forgive our debtors? Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Because thine is the power and the glory forever and ever, Yahweh, our Holy Father, our Abba. Please, in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, could you let your desires, Yahweh, Abba, be completed here on earth as it is in the Shemayim, not your fallen angels, all Hashatan Satans, but your desires, Yahweh. Please, in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, and by the mighty Ruach HaKodesh, the mightiest of all Ruachs, and by the mightiest of all names, Yahweh, our Elohim, our Abba, Yahweh Ehad. Love you all, and Shalom.